Thank you.
Were you called by Dr. UN for any of the honors?
No, I wasn't.
Because I was suspecting that you were one of the people he should have called.
He never did.
What does it mean? That you don't deserve it or what?
Maybe I don't match the categories.
You don't match?
Maybe.
Oh, but you are also a global icon, like he keeps saying.
Or maybe he hasn't seen me yet, so he has to recognize
He hasn't heard much about you yet.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, that's sad.
And like
that's
I'll
sad.
get some suspense and some plates,
But if he had called you, would you have been there?
I would have, because I would have believed, honestly. Yes.
You would have believed?
Yes. Because, okay, let me say, having gotten an award before and all that, so I would have taken the chance to, taking the opportunity to do it. So I would have also been.
You haven't been nominated in any award scheme in Ghana before?
No, not yet.
What does it mean? That you are not doing enough, or Ghana is yet to recognize your efforts?
They are yet to recognize my efforts. I'm really pushing, I'm trying. But they are yet to recognize it.
But I'm not sure it means you're also being lazy, as in you are not working hard.
No,
that's why Ghana is yet to recognize you.
No, I'm not being lazy. It's because I don't have I don't have much support now. I'm doing everything on my own for now with my manager since one. So it's like things are quite slow. So, but if people come on board, why not? Me, I am hyper.
I know. I know you are very hyper. But what are you also doing? Yes, sometimes people might not come forward, but what are you also doing to get to them? Like that's saying that if the mountains would not go to Muhammad, Muhammad will walk to the mountains. What are you also doing about it?
I've wrote to a lot of people, sent mails and all that, I've tried to have virtual concerts myself, like attend to people's concerts and all that. But I don't know how they are seeing it. Maybe they are not seeing me out there like everybody is. So they are not really feeling the vibration in it yet. So.
Well, are they doubting your musicianship? Do they doubt that you really have real talent in you?
Maybe they are yet to see more. So I think maybe when they start seeing more of Angel Maxine, then people begin to believe in me and put me out there. Yeah.
Okay, can we do something? I have an instrumental. I just wish you could do something on it, if you don't mind. Okay, so put on this headphone and let's show them what you've got. Because maybe, oftentimes, I know when you go to interviews, people talk about your transgender more than even your music.
That's what they care about.
Exactly.
Yes.
And until we force the music agenda under their throat, maybe some of these awards will keep swerving you.
Yes, that's true.
So today I want us to change the perception. Today I want us to be more talent-based than gender-based. I think we've heard that one more than necessary.
And when they call me, I tell you, you know what? Go online and go and read about me. Don't come and ask me about sexuality or whatever. I'm a musician. I'm promoting my song, and I have a lot of talent and stuff in me. My sexuality or whatever is just 5% of me, and that is it. So I'm not here to talk about sexuality or any other thing. My music.
So you tell them all this, and yet when you go to the interviews.
Yes. So when you ask me such questions, I'm prepared to give you very beautiful answers. Yes.
When they ask you such ugly questions, you give them beautiful answers. Yes, why are you not giving them ugly answers as well?
No, beautiful in the sense that it's very ugly. Because if you come and tell me, do you have breast? I want to touch your breast. Okay, let me touch your dick too.
A presenter tells you they want to touch your breast.
Yes, of course.
Live on radio and on TV?
Of course.
Like male or female presenters?
Both of them.
and such a question, how did you respond to that? The one who wanted to touch your breast?
I said, you also have breasts, so touch yours. Someone said, I want to touch your breast. I said, okay, I want to touch your dick. Yes.
And they run away. Because they don't want you to touch. But they want to touch you.
Yes, if you can't let me touch yours, you can't touch mine.
What has been the nastiest question someone has asked so far about your sexuality?
Where do you have sex?
Where? As in, which part of your body do you used to have sex?
Well, where?
As in many places.
Say a good answer.
What was he looking for?
I don't know.
Where else do we have sex if not in rooms?
Maybe in the skies. Oh, I don't know. People have sex on the streets or people have placards. I just had sex, it's paining me or whatever. I don't know.
Angel Maxine, my favorite character, man. Okay, so I want an instrumental before we do there. I want an instrumental. Or you want us to do 6:30? Okay. Is this okay for you? Anything you can sing. If you don't want this one, my DJ has plenty instrumentals.
Oh, this is okay.
This okay?
Yeah, let me give some short one.
Yeah, some short one.
No money in your pockets, you wanna rent is due. You're feeling so blue without no clue. Jaguar make everything brand new. It's Angel Maxine, the queen. Pour your back on your floor with a dancing crew. Life is short, make it wet while living. Right in the corner, that's what I believe in. Today is yours, tomorrow will not be yours. There's an opportunity come but once. I'm too hard to handle. If you're not rough or tough, you can mingle. I roll like a candle. Ooh, I'm not single. You make me giggle. You see me on the screen, I'm the queen. I have seen I pass my sweet 16 like any other bean. Age is just a number. Why don't you see me cruising my hammer? Yo, yeah.
Age is just a number.
Yes.
Why don't you see me cruising my hammer?
Yo.
Wow, some bad rhymes there. So this is rap, or how should I see this? Did you just rap?
I rapped. I can versatile. I can do anything. I just
You
have
rap?
to learn it. Yes. Yeah.
So what you did, we can consider it as rap.
We can consider it a rap or raga or whatever. I don't know.
But do you have rap songs out there?
Not out there, but I have.
Have ones
Yes.
that you've recorded.
Yes, please.
So for how many songs do you have? Because I only know about the Dede. That is what I know. I don't know if there are other ones you know.
Okay, yes, I have so many songs, but the Dede is what is out now, and I'm recording a new one. But I want to. It's like a dancehall song, so I want to feature a dancehall artist on it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a very good dancehall artist.
So who have you approached so far?
I haven't approached anybody so far, but I want to have my crush on it.
Who is your crush?
SHATTA WALE.
Hey,
Yes.
SHATTA WALE is your crush.
Oh yes, I love him so much.
Since when?
Oh, for a very long time. Anytime I hear his voice, oh my God.
As in his singing voice or
Yes,
speech voice?
Speech voice, singing, whatever. I have multiple orgasms.
Time you hear SHATTA WALE's voice,
I'm telling you,
you have multiple orgasms.
of course. I love him so much. And yes, I Ghana can't see me so I can worry. Oh, boom, me cry, meko.
This begs a question to be asked.
Okay.
Now, if SHATTA WALE should marry you, he's marrying you as
I am a woman. Am I not a woman?
for now. Yes,
Yes,
you are.
yes.
So he is marrying you as a woman.
Of course.
And what if he also has this history that Maxine was a he turned she? How would he take
It's
it?
all understanding. We are now in an open world. People have grown past that time. People see things as weird and all that. There's so many crazy things out there. Transgender is not the only thing that is weird. There are people having weird sexualities and all that. So it's nothing. People are beginning to even understand the whole, thing. So it's normal.
But I hear lately ladies also propose. So why is Angel Maxine not proposing to SHATTA WALE if you think he's your crush and you wish to marry him? Why are you also not proposing?
So SHATTA WALE, I'm proposing to you today. Yes. So anybody who knows him, hearing him, please SHATTA WALE, come and marry me. Why na me pel? Money na pel. Me na me pel. True love.
True love,
Yes.
not music love.
No music love. But I want him on my music actually.
Beyond the love, you also want him
On my song, on my next song
the
I want
next
to
song.
release. Yes. 'Cause it's a
Shatta
nice-
Michi will not be happy hearing you say you want to, because it's more or less like you want to snatch her man.
But she left.
She's not left like that, because there is still the boy. What's his name?
The boy.
Shatta's boy. Majesty. There is still Majesty lurking around. So Majesty is still a link
We're
between
going
them.
to have another Junior Majesty.
You are going to have another Junior
Yes, for
Majesty.
SHATTA WALE.
But have you been pregnant before?
Oh, I will definitely get pregnant.
Have you tried it?
I will. I haven't tried it, but I know it's possible.
I doubt.
Don't doubt it, all. There's nothing impossible in this world.
But pregnancy, I doubt for now. Unless
What?
maybe it's some serious medical and surgery and
It's
things.
medical. Yeah.
Hey, then you're going to drain all SHATTA WALE's money in this marriage?
No, I'll not drain it. We are going to work together.
Because that surgery, I'm not sure it can even be done in Ghana.
No, outside Ghana. But
Yes.
we'll work together. We'll work together and work towards it. So, say they love ninjas, yes.
Yeah. So if he agrees, you're going to have a genial majesty.
Yes.
Okay. Angel, let's sing the day. Talk to the people. Today, I want them to know that there is talent beyond sexuality. Please.
Thank you.
So why the radio presenters who have been asking you such questions, don't they listen to your songs?
I don't know. They don't care about the song.
But have you been performing on platforms, maybe on TV, like music and such platforms? Have you performed yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't performed yet. I had a coded hangout. I hosted a show myself. Yes, and it was massive. It was great. I wasn't even expecting the people who came there because I felt like people weren't, like, my voice wasn't far enough. But surprisingly, I got there quite late, but the people were still waiting, and the show was so beautiful.
Where was this? When did you do this concert?
I did it like about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Here in Accra.
Yes, I did it around Kaswa, when you're going to Kaswa Barrier. Yes, Crown Liberty Hotel. That's why I did it.
Strong.
Crown Liberty Hotel.
Oh, Crown Liberty Hotel. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I think on your way to one of the beaches.
Kokro
Beach. Yeah.
Yes,
I know.
yes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And some good people came.
Oh my God.
It was a virtual concert.
Somebody even wanted to rape me on stage. And bro.
Whilst you were live performing on the stage.
You boy me no hey brother.
Odo Benkwan when Yama Angel Maxine.
Oh, you say me love no baby bro.
SHATTA WALE.
Oh no, I know.
But where was your security detail then when that guy tried to rape your security?
No, I had the challenge, and they two people won, a girl and a guy.
Okay.
So I asked to perform with them, like the two of them, Then the guy was so excited. He didn't, but I just gave him the chance because I feel like if people love you, you have to give them the chance to get close to you. Not, in a negative way though, but we are all having fun. So I didn't see it as anything.
You didn't see it evil?
Yes, I didn't see it
until the guy started going beyond.
Yes, beyond, and I had to,
So how did you handle him?
I didn't know, like. He even waited for me, like,
after the show.
Yes, he waited for like 3-4 hours, and I wasn't coming out, and he left. He came in, out, waiting.
Does he know your history? That guy, does he know your history?
I don't think so. He thinks when you're some beautiful girl, Ochina and all that. People can't see if I don't tell you.
But let me do this confession. On your birthday,
I
think I should still have the photo here. When I saw your photo, I said, wow, Angel Maxine, baby. And I was just asking myself, if someone, I think this is the photo, guys, in case you've not seen it, you guys have to see it as well, so that you know what I'm talking about. Your manager sent one, sent it to me.
Okay.
So I said, if someone doesn't know your history and the person sees this photo and comes like, okay, I've seen this musician called Angel Maxine.
Yeah.
I love her. I want to marry her.
Yes.
How would you handle such a person?
Honestly, I'll tell you who I am. I don't hide it from anybody. That's it. Anybody I've come encounter with, I let you know who I am. That is it. Then we move on.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if the person doesn't know and he comes,
I will tell you. I feel like there's nothing to be shy about, and there's nothing to hide. I am proud of myself. I'm confident. I have the courage and everything. So me telling you who I am doesn't scare me or doesn't change anything. Yes. So I tell people. Yes.
See. And this morning we were having an argument, and I'm sure lawyer is here.
Yeah.
This man here is a student lawyer, so I'm sure he can help us.
Okay.
We were thinking that maybe one day should you be nominated in a category, say best female vocalist of the year.
Yes.
And someone comes with an argument that she is not a born female, therefore, as in by birth, therefore he is going to argue that he should not be nominated in that category. How would you fight this?
I have come out as a woman. You take it or not, I am a woman, so I qualify for that category. So you can't take me out of there. If my song is good, my performance, everything I'm doing is okay, I am not coming. Like, whoever knows me like this. So if you are telling people, say, oh, you're Bema, everybody will doubt it, especially people who don't even know who I am. You understand? So I don't think
you said if the person says you are a man, people doubt it. How will people doubt it?
I mean, people who don't know me, when I walk past, they never know.
Yes, for those who don't know you,
yes, they don't know.
They won't know. But how about that person who knows?
That person who
That's
knows
why he's arguing.
Should be able to accept it. Yes. He has to accept it.
He should be able to accept that now you should be considered in a female category.
Yes, that is it. Not in the male category.
Okay, let's discuss this briefly before I go back to Angel. Richie,
Senior,
how will this play out? Because this morning we were having that discussion whilst we were doing production meeting that now she's singing. Should she get a nomination as a best female vocalist? And someone argues that no, she can't be there because she is not a natural female.
you see,
Will the person have an argument?
yeah, there's an argument to it. You see, this is a very sensitive issue.
I know.
Sometimes,
if we spend some good minutes discussing this.
yeah. And sometimes you may stumble of certain feelings. But the issue is that I think maybe Ghana will get there as time goes on. Because if we're a nation that believes in human rights and individual rights, we need to allow people to exhibit their rights as advanced countries have. But until then, since the 1860s, even the then Gold Coast, it's clearly illegal for this sort of transgender, same-sex marriages and all of those things. You know, even though Section 2 of Chapter 5 of our 1992 Constitution that talks about human rights, you realize that it is clearly stated that nobody should be discriminated upon in terms of their gender, in terms of their religion, social status and all of that. So there's a bit of inconsistency. You see, and government and certain agencies, when these issues are raised, because we still have people within certain brackets who they may need their votes, everybody tried to, so we still have not defined those particular stuff. But if we are supposed to go on what Section 2 of the Chapter 5 of 1992 Constitution clearly says about the protection of gender rights and all of that, then she has the right to say that I am not male, I am female. But in the regard of, and this is quite sensitive, so I'm trying to be dodgy in this statement.
Oh, no, feel free. And
So you want me to really feel free?
Yo, Angel Maxine is aware of some of these discussions.
Very well.
No, don't be disturbed at all.
Yeah, this is, you just have to be very, very careful so you don't stumble on people's feelings.
No, feel free. Let's have a discussion. As much as it is intellectual, yes, as much as it is intellectual and it's not abusive. Yeah. So,
I mean, you see, in 2013, the United Nations were very clear in trying to help Ghana legalize and adopt same-sex marriages or gender rights in this transgender issues and all of that. Clearly, let's be very plain. Our nation has not legalized, transgender, this transplant or same-sex marriages and all of that. It is completely illegal
in Ghana.
So don't forget that anybody who, by birth, by your natural right, you are a male and female. In other jurisdictions, you may have the right to say, though I'm male, I've changed myself to be female. You see, I want to get certain facts right. If you permit me. Has Angel performed the surgery completely done, such that her male genital has been changed to female genital? Is that the case?
Okay, Angel can answer that.
No.
Okay. So
she's not done that yet.
She's not done that yet. So as it stands now, she still has the penis. Excuse my friend this morning.
Oh, feel free. I'm saying feel free and let's talk loud.
Sorry, so she has not yet done it. So what it means is that as she's sitting here, she is, according to per laws and per what Ghana status now is, even though she sees herself as female, for us to organizers to avoid abetment of crime or avoid being part of, because sometimes you see a crime may be committed. So I mean, if for example, you enter a room and you see about 5 men. This is not something we should condone, but maybe raping a girl. You enter there and you are like, hey, you guys, stop what you are doing. I'm advising, if you don't stop me, I'm going. I'm not part of it. And you walk out of the room. The law says that even though you saw it, you spoke, or you even bypassed it, you are equally guilty as the people performing the act. You see it. So organizers would. I'm seriously wondering which organizer would see, Angel and want to put Angel in the female category just because she has declared same.
Where do you want them to play? In fact, this is a serious discussion.
Exactly. And
I'm happy that she's here and we're having this discussion. Exactly. Because we talked about it this morning that, okay, now she's singing, she's doing well, her songs are going out well. One day, should she qualify in any of the categories, female category, someone argues that no, she's not female, so we can't agree to let her be in that category.
So I mean, and that's what I'm saying, that if it was in other jurisdictions, let's face the fact, if it was in other jurisdictions, let's say in UK, in US, where this right of people are given to select themselves, whether same-sex marriage or I want to move from male to female and all of that, the fact is that so far as she's here, okay, and she hasn't have performed the transgender, the transplant and all of those things she's supposed to do, and she has a penis and she's sitting here. So I mean, I don't fear, and maybe the senior legal professionals would offer this advice. Any organization that seeks to nominate her in a female category, it's walking a very slippery path, because our laws does not recognize anybody to change their sexual orientation from male to female. We don't have anything like that.
But we also don't have anything barring anybody from doing that, do we?
You see, and that is something.
No, what I mean is, do we have it spelled out in our constitution that no one can also do it?
I'm coming. The article 11.2 of our constitution talks about sources of law. It quotes common law, that is laws we borrow from outside. It talks about customs. It talks about acts of parliament. Now, customary laws, our system. What it means that your family, your culture, your tribe, your laws are regarded as laws of our land, which is binding. I'm waiting to see, though it's not spelled out clearly about gender transplant. Our customary laws are clear that we do not condone and have this. I mean, unless you tell me which tribe in Ghana performs such marriage ceremony of two men, or maybe a man changing himself to be a woman to marry another man. That customary laws are clear, and anybody who infringes or breaks our customary laws is equally guilty. Don't forget that these issues, if you are found guilty, you go to prison for a minimum of 3 years.
Hey.
Yes. That's how serious it is. So human right is beautiful. In fact, that is one of the beautiful features of our 1992 constitution. The fact that 1992 constitution is the only constitution that had a whole chapter talking about human right, from article 12 to article 33. That tells us how we value human rights. However, where your freedom begins,
it's where
somebody freedom may also be. So we should be careful. It's good, she's exhibiting her rights and all of that, but I tell you, it's like excuse my French, it's like police knows where prostitutes are hanging in the country. It's a public fact, but do we see them going there every day to arrest?
Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
So there are some people who are born with two genitals.
Yes.
So if we have a musician like that, why are you going to place that person?
Yeah, another big question.
Yes.
For example, there are case laws or there are precedents.
Okay.
We call it stare decisis, or there are some things that has happened before. You see, sometimes laws are not there. For example, there are certain things that are not there, but we based on judgment, or we look at precedents to make decisions of that. So I mean, unless she tells me there have been instances where, well, I haven't seen anybody with two genitals. We may have known.
Oh, they are around. Wait. You've not seen it. That is fair. It's good you've not seen it, because maybe you've not come across one before.
Yeah.
But that does not also negate the fact that they are around.
I'm coming.
In fact, they are around. Some of them adults, some of them young. Like they are around.
Sammy, I know personally that some of them are around, but I haven't seen. And in law, assumption is not law. The mere fact that I can assume that this thing exists because it has name does not give me a position to state same as fact.
Okay.
You see, Sammy, the issue is that we haven't come across a situation whereby, and you see, all those who are having two genitals and stuff, I mean, if you watch their demeanor and features, this person, for example, is a female, but had a dick, or this person is a female. The person knows his or her sexual orientation. It's different from that confusion nature presents to us.
Okay, thank you so much. And let me come to Adam before Stephen Krepi. Still on this question, before I wrap up my Q&A with Angel Maxine, I still have some few questions for him.
I think Richie has elaborated on the legalities. Honestly speaking, our laws does not recognize. And don't forget that all of these event companies are operating in Ghana and are binded by what our law says. And that notwithstanding, these institutions too are working with sponsors. The institutions are operating in society, and that society has not also accepted this. So if you go behind these societies, you disregard all of these, things the society frowns on, to go in for maybe a transgender into a certain category, or add the person into your ward. as a society, you know, that a lot of things you can lose. So I think they are playing cautiously. They are minded by the fact that some of the sponsors, because the society has not accepted, if they bring such people...
Which society are you talking about?
About the Ghanaian society.
No. Remember, you are not the only person in the society.
No, you know what the majority in the society accepts?
You see, which is the majority or which is the minority?
Do
we even know what the awards organizer, maybe the financier, do we know what they also believe in?
The organizer is operating within a country which is ruled by laws.
Forget about that, which I understand that, yes, you would have to do your organization by the rules of the land.
Of course.
But then if they also believe in this, do you think they will talk like you are talking?
So, Sammy, you are saying that the armed robber does not believe in going to steal, but it's still against our laws. So it's not about what you believe in. It's about what the law says and what the society is also saying.
Okay, let's say today she is an artist.
Yeah.
If you're on a board and her name comes up for a possible nomination for a female artist or a female vocalist of the year, would you accept to place her in that category, or you would also argue?
I will, because I'll have to put these things in
I wish you give me a straight answer.
I need to juxtapose all of these arguments I'm making. And clearly, after juxtaposing the argument I'm making about what the society is saying, what our laws is saying, I cannot put her in any category. And
in any category?
Yes, because she's even saying that she has not performed any surgery.
Yes.
So that is that confusion. It's not only about the voice.
So you not put her in any category at all?
Yes, because she has created a confusion about her brand.
Wow.
And it will be difficult for me. Okay. But what I want to tell her is that she's good.
What you want to
tell her? I was saying that she has created a confusion.
No, what you want to tell her? Then put her in the female category.
Earlier I said he too. So I was saying that she has created a confusion about the brand, and clearly I have buttressed that confusion because I've referred to her as he and her at the same time. What I want to say
which is a common mistake we all do.
What I'm saying to her is that she's a fantastic artist. Her song is super. The first day I heard the song, it was on Piece of Him. I said, wow, this song should be promoted. She should not be so hinged and focused on awards. She's very fantastic. She has a good voice.
But you see,
the punches in the hook in the song is super. So she should do a song without these awards.
Thank you.
She's a good artist.
But you said she should not focus on awards. But I think that if we are not careful to have this discussion, maybe she would work in vain in this music industry.
Unless somebody goes to the Supreme Court for some amendments and other things to be made, because it's a purely legal issue. It's about what the
I'll come back to Angel Maxine.
Unless that monumental change is done, it will be very difficult for awards to involve it, and the society.
And then when is also a matter. And then the panel members more cabro factors here, unless monumental changes. Krabi, you would do 4 minutes for me. I still want to come back to Angel Maxine on this discussion. Okay, so I'm loving the discussion though.
Okay, so let's do a bit of let's have a bit of clarity here.
Okay.
LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender. At this moment,
Angel Maxine
is not a transgender. She's gay. I'm coming. I'll explain.
You said she's what?
She's not transgender, but she's gay.
She's gay.
Yes. Okay. I say that because the same question.
She would respond though.
The same question my
Richie
asked, in the sense that she hasn't done the change of the sexual organ. So at this point, she's gay, and I'm saying this because there's a loophole in the law. When heterosexual people have anal sex, the law seems to ignore it. There's no specific, punishment or something like that laid out. There's a gray area there, but it specifically says that LGBT people face legal and societal challenges in Ghana, and their actions or statuses are illegal since.
With permission, just apply for permission. Are you saying that the law is not clear if a man and a man have sex?
I'm coming. I'll get to that.
Okay.
So it's been illegal since 1860, like Richie rightly mentioned. There's about 3 years imprisonment on it. We don't do same-sex marriages and all of that. Everything about that is illegal.
Okay.
But when you come to the legality of same-sex sexual activity in Ghana, under the application to heterosexuals, it talks about the law also applies to straight people who have anal or oral sex. Though the state does not concern itself with this because it is their private life, causing allegations of hypocrisy within the law. Now, I'm teaching us something that there's a loophole in the law. And by that sense, if you look at the law as I've understood it now, and I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just trying to interpret it from the way I've read it, that she could perhaps continue as a male musician and perhaps have an alter ego brand as what she intends to be until such time that she actually makes the change of her sexual part, or until such time that the Ghanaian laws begin to change to reflect what is happening in Europe and America. Another very important fact, the very fabric of our culture and customary laws does not accept this LGBT culture.
Okay.
And it is on this basis, these common laws, that Ghana's constitution is formed, or Ghana's laws are formed. So therefore, it would change. A lot has to change within our culture, in the way of acceptance, in the way of legalization of LGBT, and so on and so forth. So, looking at the hindsight, there's a long way to go, and there's a big challenge and a big fight ahead of her, just in that respect, on the legal and societal issues. So she needs to be very clear about that, and try to find a plan or deduce a plan that can help her do her music in Ghana, if that's the location, at the same time not fall on the wrong side of the law. But if everything else fails, she might need to look at relocating to a location where she might be accepted in that respect.
Okay, thank you, Stephen.
Wait,
someone has also supplied this information. In Team Dodi Solomon, I call him Chemo. He's also an IT person. He says organizers don't check sexualities of artists before they award them. They go with what the artists tell them. Nothing will happen to the organizers if they put her in a female category.
No.
Does this make sense?
No, it doesn't at all.
Oh!
It doesn't.
You did not listen to it. Wait. Do organizers check sexualities?
Yes.
How do they do that?
How would they know
them into male and female?
Yes, that's what I'm saying now. She is telling us. She.
Yes, I began my submission by telling you that. You need to differentiate between the legal aspect and what somebody is claiming. For example, our very own Dr. Fojo claims that he's got so and so PhDs and whatnot. It's a claim. You understand? But legally, if we were to say produce a certification, he might not be able to do that. You understand? So legally, he might fall short of that. But making such claims, anybody can make a claim like that.
Okay. All right. So, Angel, looking at this discussion or listening to the discussion going on, what do you also have to contribute?
Well,
because we are looking into the future.
Yeah.
This, I know one day might come to play somewhere and you say, okay, I went to Xylophone FM and we had this discussion.
Yeah.
So, looking at the back and forth with my panel members, what are you also adding to the discussion?
Okay. Let me put it this way. We don't know the history of everybody, right? So let's say if there's one female artist in Ghana, I don't know yet, who maybe lived in Europe, nobody has any information about her history or her background, and maybe it was a male and has changed to a female, and nobody comes to Ghana. Does that change anything? Like, does it mean that person will still have to be a male, will still have to be nominated as a male? Please, I hope you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
Yes,
I get you.
Yes.
So you mean if, for instance, let me use just any name for this study purposes, like Sister Fia.
Yeah.
who is now one of the topmost female artists we have in Ghana.
Yes.
If she came from London, that's why I use her example.
Okay.
She lived in London as an S before coming to Ghana to do music.
Yeah.
So you want to tell us that whilst she was in Ghana, maybe she was male.
Yes.
And she did all the surgeries and the blah blah blah, and now she is a female.
Yes.
Sister Fia.
Yes.
If she should get a nomination and someone finds out.
Yes.
What will be the response?
Yes.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Yes. I don't feel bad with all these things because my mind is psyched. I know so many things will come up. I know people will not understand me and all that, but this is me. I am doing my music and I'm Ghana for mommy award crab broche na legalize on be amenye bi ho.
But say what Ghana so?
Ghana.
So how they
broche koji award ho ba anameboa.
Yeah, it happens.
So
but when it comes to music is in a jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So if you don't ply your trade there, I wonder how you'll be recognized.
Well, I'm still doing it. Maybe I might not get it now, but in future it could happen.
Why do you have plans of relocating outside Ghana?
Not really. I could go and come. That is it. Yeah. I'm not relocating finally, but I can go and come anytime I wish to.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Angel Maxine has a new song. We are about to listen to it. Richie, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. Quick one. I wanted to get, for the purposes of education, I wanted to get clarity what Senior Creppy said. Our laws are not ambiguous. Section 104 of our criminal code is very clear. Unnatural manner of sex is criminal to the extent that if it is with consent, that's when you go for 3 years. So there's no loophole. But the issue is a transgender bit, which Senior Creppy was even about to talk about it. In Tofor versus Attorney General's case, the then Chief Justice, as she was then, Georgina Wood, said that the Constitution is a living organism. What it means is that as society grows, there are certain new things that introduces itself that our laws must find ways and means to accommodate or find remedies to it. So the laws are very clear on unnatural way of having sex. Unnatural is that the man and the woman, the penis and the other one must meet for that. But if somebody hasn't yet performed that transgender, which our laws is gray in that area, she engaging herself or declaring herself that she's a female when he has male organs, or that's how naturally she came. Anything unnatural for that purposes under section 104 is criminal.
Oh, I see. All right. Still here with Angel Maxine and the song The Dede. Angel, you've not done the video for The Dede still?
No, I've not.
What happened? Yet. Because I gave you someone to work with on the video.
Yes, I'm working on the costumes. I'm doing everything by myself. So with Sense One, so sometimes it's quite difficult financially and all that. Yes, but I'm working on the costumes now. So when the costumes are ready, we'll just contact you, the guide, and we shoot the video. Yeah,
because we have been on standby since. We are ready. In fact, yesterday we even finished one video shoot for another lady, Queen Hazel, as well, for her new song Swappy. So we are ready for you as well.
Sure.
Do you think the discussion we're having is one of the reasons why the industry is becoming slow on you or sleeping on your talents?
I feel that people are kind of scared. They feel they'll be tagged as, maybe gay or something. People have different kind of mindsets. Someone see me working with somebody, then automatically they just conclude, and maybe that's not what it is. I feel that gradually, I am doing my music. I'm doing what I love. That's my passion. That's what I've been doing since. So anybody who comes on board should be somebody who understands, what I'm doing.
Okay.
Because let's say I could be quite controversial when things about me pops out, and whoever comes with it, you should be ready, to stand. Like, let's say Kweku Sense One, he understands what I'm doing. He knows it's nothing negative. So he feels very free to, mingle with me, associate and all that. And I think I like people like that. I'm hoping to get people like that on board so we could work together. Because as I'm sitting here, I'm a bag of money.
Yeah,
I'm a bag of money, but people are not recognizing it. They are not seeing it because they are getting blinded by the sexuality part of it. Okay, let's take it as if this is how I choose to brand myself as a musician. What about that? You understand? If, okay, this is how I choose. Okay, this is my brand. Yeah. When I'm coming on stage, when I want to perform, when my music, whatever, I am coming as a woman. You see me cross-dressed. What about that?
That's exactly what I was
saying. Yes, so, you know, I feel that sexuality part of it should be aside. I came out as a transgender.
Okay, let her finish, then you come through.
One, you see, when I was in the music space those times, and you know, naturally this is how I am. I was feminine and all that, and I had a lot of bashment. People insulted me. You know, they say certain things to you. You feel so bad, you want to even hang yourself. You know, people who don't even know you. So I said, okay, I'm on stage as Sexy Lagazi. I dress like a woman with no makeup and all that. But you see the way I dance, everything, you know, it attracts people. People want to come and see what Sexy is bringing on stage, her dances, what she's doing.
So whilst you were in school as a young boy, you were still called Sexy Lagazi?
Sexy, yes.
Ah, whoa.
Of course, yes. You know, so I said to myself, okay, since I want to take this music serious and I want to move to the next level, if I come as a male, you know, dressed, you know, doing all that things, people will tag me as gay. You understand? Now the world is so open that you have so many options. So okay, since I feel trapped in a male's body, let me let the lion out. You understand? So that is why I said, okay, since I'm coming out like this, I cannot be pretending always, you know, to suit people. This is how I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable when I dress like this. I am happy this way. So let me rebrand myself and come out as
how
Angel,
you want to
how
appear.
I want to appear, you know, to the public. So this is what I did, and this is how.
Okay, thank you. I'll still come back to you. Yes,
and Sammy, you see, we are getting to a stage in Ghana that we need to enlighten ourselves. What she's saying is actually a very, very sad story, and it has a really, you know, sensitive moral aspect to it. Those of you who have been to boys' schools, and shout out to Adisado College, we met boys who were born like this. We met boys, right? Everything about them is a guy, but naturally they were born, the way they talk, the way they move their hand, and this is from birth. It had nothing to do with this child. This child was born like this. So scientific explanations are there, where you have increased in hormones, and the formation of the baby can turn into a situation where you might appear in a male's body, but your hormones or your feministic hormones are higher than your male hormones in that respect, and vice versa. So there are these issues which are health issues that underlines what this lady is going through, and I refer to her as a lady because she's proclaimed that factor, so we'll keep it like that. But there are real challenges for people with these unique challenges in our society, and they go through the system as if nothing is happening. One thing I noticed whilst I was in school was these boys could not play with the straight boys. They could also not associate themselves with women because we're in a boys' school. So therefore what happened was they began to group together. Now don't forget that just for the simple fact that somebody acts feminine does not actually make them gay or transgender. They may not have committed the sexual act, but they might have all the attributes of feminism in a male's body. Okay, so and this is an issue of protection and helping people to make the right choices. Okay, let's say there are a few boys who may have had feminine attributes but may not have wanted to gravitate towards being gay, and therefore if they had the right friendship and the right societal groups in terms of friends, they may have eventually grown up to accept their true gender. Are you with me?
I get
now
it.
These boys may have been forced into a box where they really had to liaise with those who were automatically gay or had gay experiences, and because they could not represent themselves in any space, be it straight or because they're not gay too, but they know they are feminine, but they're not gay in the sense that they haven't started doing the act. So the choices become what? Easy. Are you with me? So these are sensitive issues that I think, you know, our leaders need to begin to look into it, because there's a lot of people who are in this space and they need help. They're screaming for help. What she's doing, I think, is one way of screaming for help. And I agree with the fact that, and like I said before, she should try and tread the angle of what she represents or her alter ego or what she wants to become to be her brand. And then let people understand her position now. That look, I'm a guy who has feminine tendencies and I wish to change it one day. For now, I perform like this. I think there will be a clear communication within society, and people will begin to see the angle where she's going. But now it looks crowded, clouded, and shrouded in secrecy. People are not sure, where this is going. But I think clarity and your intentions, when you make them very clear, people will now understand, okay, she's a guy, but this is the scientific and medical explanation of what she's going through. And she wishes to become what is screaming inside her, and this is what she's pushing now. I think that would be a very clear statement. People now begin to understand her and love what she's doing.
All right. I'm coming back to you. Angel Maxine, sometimes do you get some artists shine away from you when you start discussing with them, maybe features, collaborations, when you start discussions?
Yes, of course I do.
And they shy away from you?
They could tell you, oh, I could write a song for you, but I don't want to be known. I don't want my name to come in. I can do this, but I don't want anybody to know that, and sometimes I can't feel bad because I know it will happen. So
you are prepared mentally for it.
So normally I'm always on my own. Because I don't know what the next person has in their mind. I like to mingle. I want to associate. I want to be with people. I want them to see, I've never lied about who I am. I never went to say I had surgeries, I have this, I have that, I have done this and that and that. So everybody should clearly know, okay, this is male, but this is what she feels inside and what this is what he felt inside and brought it out on the body. You understand? Yeah. So, and there's nothing negative about me or whatever, but I don't know, like they feel
some way.
Yeah, some way. Some people are also hypocrites. They will come and tell me the sweet things and
in secret,
and they will see you outside and they will act as if they don't know you and all that. I've gone through so many times. So I've gone through a lot. So it has mastered me. So I'm prepared for anything.
I see. Get ready to sing the a cappella version for me. Yes. Maybe 1 minute.
You see, the reason why I was asking you if I should go raw or if I should state things the way it is, because it's a societal issue. But you see, the fact still remains the fact that we are not making this statement because we are taking a stance on this particular subject. The statement we are making does not represent our view. We are just describing what the situation is so far as our country is concerned. We understand people need help. People are going through all of these challenges. The society must start, making our laws such that we can accommodate all this rights. But until then, we have a saying that says that do less, said less. It is harsh, but it is law. So until that's such a time, we must understand that the principle of do less, said less, which means it is harsh, but it is law. We have to adapt it that way. But we sympathize with all of this and hope that our nation adapts and appreciates some of these rights.
Okay, thank you so much. Maxine, let's do a cappella of Dede.
Okay. You have the instrumental?
Yeah, no, you just do just the voice. I want people to feel the voice, the natural freshness in the voice.
Okay, let's go. If you call my name, put some respect on it. And if the guy knows how to treat me, I'm a wine on it. See my back, see my front, JJ. Booty Titanic. Check my something, turn off FA. I make it wine on it. If I take it low and then bring it back slow, give me that private show. Roll it over and take control. You got the feeling, baby. You got the like I'm when I'm dirty winding. Make you do I'm give and take. Da da da. You go be da 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 da. Round 2, make a jump on it. Lay back, make a sit on it. Rough rider, dangerous, smooth operator, scandalous, bumper to bumper, Sarah. Baby, make you the hammer, do me the things, make a crazy oh, gaga. Give it to me for the corner. If I take it low, and then bring it back slow. Give me that private show. Roll it over and take control. Da da da. You got the feeling, baby. Da da da. You got the like 'em when I'm dirty winding. Da da da. Make you do 'em give and take, give and take.
Wow.
Da da da. You got be da 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 da.
Angel Maxine. So, Angel, what does it mean that if you don't get Shatta WALE to feature you or any dance hall artist to feature you on the song, on the next song you want to release, is it going to be locked?
No. Definitely somebody will feature on it.
Oh, so who, aside Shatta WALE, who else have you spoken to?
I haven't spoken to Shatta WALE actually.
Yeah, I know, but the next person you have in mind.
Okay.
Because you've mentioned Shatta WALE earlier.
I have Stonebone in mind.
Okay.
I have Sonny Bali.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Have you gotten in touch with Sonny Bali yet?
Sent one is
working on that.
I've spoken
Okay.
to him before, and he's ready to do it when I'm ready.
Do you know Raskuku?
Yes, I know him.
Do you know he's the current reigning dancehall and reggae artist in Ghana?
Yes, I do. If only he's ready to work with me and he doesn't mind, I am ready to work with him.
Hold it, I'm coming.